Hello students, welcome you all to the video lecture on chapter number 4, linear equations in two variables, exercise 4.1, question number 2. Question is, express the following linear equations in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and indicate the value of a, b, c in each case. So they have given different type of equation. So these equations we have to represent in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And after representing, we have to find out what is A, what is B and what is C. So, generally whenever we see this expression, that is Ax plus By plus C equal to 0, right hand side we have 0, right? So, take the first question, that is 2x plus 3y which is equal to 9.35 bar. So, 5 is repeating continuously, okay, hence they have included bar here. So coming to the general format, here right hand side it is 0. So whatever you have in the right hand side, that we have to first move to the left hand side and make this value as 0. So here 9.35 bar they have given. So since there is no sign, meaning that it is plus. So whenever you move plus term to the left hand side, it will become minus, and minus term when you move to the left hand side, it will become plus. For example, if you have minus 5 here, if you move to the left hand side, it will become plus 5. If you have plus 5, when you move to the left hand side, it will become minus 5. So in that way you have to do. So here what are all the terms you have already available? 2x plus 3y and plus 9.35 bar will become minus 9.35 bar. So since we have moved this term to the left hand side, right hand side it is now just 0. So now compare this expression and this expression. So whenever you have the coefficient of x which is nothing but a and the coefficient of y is nothing but b, and whatever the constant terms available, it is nothing but c. So here compare this and this. So x coefficient is a, so a is nothing but 2. So compare these two expression. Here it is 2, here it is a. So what I can say, a is equal to 2. And then y coefficient is 3. So 3, here y coefficient is b. So equate both. So b is equal to 3. And then constant term is c. Here the constant term is minus 9.35 bar. Suppose if you have plus, use the plus as it is. Suppose if you have minus, use minus term. So c is equal to minus 9.35 bar. So this is the answer for the first subdivision. So coming to the second subdivision, we have x minus 5 by minus y by 5 minus 10 equal to 0. So we have x term, y term as well as c term, and also right hand side equal to 0. So nothing to modify here, right? And then, so coming to the x coefficient, whenever you don't have any coefficient, meaning that it is 1. That is, x is nothing but 1 into x. Because 1 into x is just x. So I can write x as what? 1 into x. And then minus. What is y coefficient? Whenever you have y, right? So what is y? It is nothing but 1 into y. So similarly, if you have y by 5, it is nothing but 1 by 5 into y. Why? Because y is nothing but 1 into y and denominator you have 5, right? So y by 5, it is nothing but 1 by 5 into y. So how I can write this? Just constant term you separate as 1 by 5 into y. So minus 10 equal to 0. So now compare this with the general format equation. So what are the terms available? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So compare this and this. So what is a? A is 1. What is b? B is minus 1 by 5. What is c? C is minus 10. So a it is equal to 1, b equal to minus 1 by 5 and c it is equal to minus 10. Okay. So these are all the values, and also you have expressed the given expression in form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is the expression. So 1 into x minus 1 by 5 into y minus 10 equal to 0. So coming to the third subdivision. So third subdivision, it is minus 2x plus 3y, it is equal to 6. So again I have to represent in the format of what? Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So right hand side I should make 0. So here it is 6 available. Whenever there is no sign, meaning that it is plus 6, right? So plus 6, when you move to the left hand side, it will become minus 6. So this equation, it will become minus 2x plus 3y plus 6. When moved to the left hand side, it is minus 6. So nothing term will be available in the right hand side, it becomes 0. So now compare this expression and this expression, right? So ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So this and this I have to compare. What is x coefficient? It is a. Here it is minus 2. So b is nothing but 3. So constant term c is nothing but minus 6. So a value it is minus 2, b value it is 3, and then c value it is minus 6. So coming to the fourth subdivision, x equal to 3y. So again as usual, whatever you have in the right hand side, move to the left hand side, make your right hand side as 0. So whenever there is no sign, meaning that here it is plus. So when plus 3y, when you move to the left hand side, it becomes minus 3y. So x minus 3y equal to 0. And then compare this with this. You have x term, y term and c term. But what about here? X and y only available. Whenever you don't have any c term, meaning that it is 0. So I can write this as x minus 3y plus 0, which is equal to 0. Why? Because it is c value they didn't given. So we can consider it as 0. And then again, what is a? The coefficient of x. Whenever you don't have any coefficient, meaning that it is 1. So x is equal to 1 into x. So I can write this as 1 into x minus 3y plus 0 equal to 0. So now compare this expression with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So x coefficient here is what? 1. So a is 1 and then b is minus 3 and c it is nothing but 0. So a is equal to 1, which is x coefficient, b is equal to minus 3, that is y coefficient, and then constant term it is not available. So c is equal to 0 in this problem. So coming to the fifth problem, 2x equal to minus 3y. 2x equal to minus 3y. So again general form is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So we have to make right hand side as 0. So move this term to the left hand side. Here minus 5y it is there. When you move to the left hand side, it will become plus 5y. So 2x plus 5y, which is equal to 0. So now again x term is there, y term it is there, but constant term it is not there. So I can consider constant term as what? 0 as that of your previous problem. So plus 0, which is equal to 0. So when you add 0, it does not make any change in the equation. So only we are adding 0, right? So here when we compare this expression and this expression, I can easily find out what is a, what is b, what is c. So the general expression, it is given by ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So comparing this and this, what is x coefficient? Here it is a, here it is 2. So I can equate a is equal to 2. And then comparing coefficient of y, here it is b, here it is 5. So b value it is 5. Comparing the constant term, here it is c, here it is 0. So c is equal to 0. So coming to the next problem. So we have an expression 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So again we have linear equation in two variable, which is nothing but ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So comparing this equation and this equation, we have x variable but we don't have y variable, and then constant term it is available, and then equal to 0 it is in the same way as that of your general equation. So constant is available, x term is available, only we need to include what? Y term. So whenever I don't have y term, what I have to do? 0 into y is nothing but 0, because there is no value of y, means it is 0. So 0 I can represent it as what? 0 into y. So I can write x term as it is. Instead of y term, I can write it as what? 0 into y. And then constant term, it is 2, which is equal to 0. So now we can compare with ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which is the linear equation in two variable. So compare the coefficient of x. So here it is a, here it is 3. So I can say that a value it is 3. Compare coefficient of y. Here it is b, here it is 0. So b value it is 0. Compare the constant term. Here it is c, here it is 2. So a, b, c values has been determined for sixth problem. Then coming to the seventh subdivision, y minus 2 equal to 0. So again, let us consider the general equation for linear equation in two variable, which is nothing but ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So compare this and this. Right hand side is 0, so there is no issues. Constant term is minus 2, again there is no issues. Y term is available and x term is not there. Okay, so whenever x term it is not there, meaning that it is 0. So 0 I can represent it as what? 0 into x. 0 into x is nothing but 0 dot x. So there is no term here, meaning that it is 0 plus y minus 2, which is equal to 0. So what is 0? 0 I can represent it as 0 dot x plus again y. What about your y? I don't have any coefficient, right? So whenever there is no coefficient, meaning that it is 1. 1 into y, it is y. So y I can write as what? 1 into y, which is nothing but 1 dot y. Okay, so I can represent y as 1 dot y minus 2, which is equal to 0. So now compare with the general expression ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So here x is there. What is the coefficient of x? Here it is a, here it is 0. So I can say that a it is equal to 0. Compare y coefficient. Here it is b, here it is 1. So I can say that b is equal to 1. Constant term. Here it is c, right? So c is equal to what here? Minus 2. So whenever it is positive term, we will get positive term. Whenever we have negative term, it will be of negative term. So c is equal to minus 2. So coming to the eighth subdivision, we have 5 is equal to 2x. 5 equal to 2x. So again, always when I compare with the general expression ax plus by plus c equal to 0, right hand side it is 0. So I have to make right hand side as 0. So whatever the term available here, bring it to the left hand side. So 5. So whenever there is no sign, meaning that it is plus 2x. When plus 2x move to the left hand side, it will become minus 2x. Okay. So right hand side it becomes 0. So just rewrite this term. Always why? Because we have x term first, followed by y term, followed by constant. So first let us rewrite this expression. It is minus 2x plus 5. Why? Because here there is no sign, means it is plus. Minus 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Now compare this equation and this equation. X term is available, but what about your y? Y is not available. So meaning that y term it is 0. So 0 I can represent it as what? 0 into y, because 0 into any value is what? 0. So 0 into y, which is nothing but 0 dot y. So here it is minus 2x. Instead of y term, I can just represent as what? 0 into y. Anyway, 0 into y does not change your equation. So it is going to be 0 plus 5, which is equal to 0. So now compare with the general linear equation for two variable, which is nothing but ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So comparing this and this, compare the x coefficient. Here it is a, here it is minus 2. So a is equal to minus 2. Compare y coefficient. Here it is b, here it is 0. So b is equal to 0. Compare the constant term. Here it is c, here it is 5. So c is equal to 5. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.